want
Just
them
stop
on a
from
24-hour
that.
shift?
Yeah, please do.
All right, only.
Get it.
Morning, Dwayne. Did you get tired of that?
Yeah.
She would have said, rock.
EMS.
There is maybe one there for right up, but
Ambulance or something right out of it.
Send this to me.
you said, that was
I appreciate you still being here.
because I was gonna ask.
It's, yeah.
She was sending that out. Send me whatever.
I would like to reopen,
Yeah.
but
Did you get a chance to take?
Good morning. It is 9:31 a.m. Wednesday, December 21st, 2022. I'm Mayor Chris Martin, calling to order the regular session of the Logansport Board of Public Works and Safety. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Adrian Grant,
Here.
Chris Martin,
Here.
Jacob Palmasol.
All right, we'll start with the approval of minutes for the December 14th, 2022 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve this.
I'll second. Any further discussion? Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes. All right, on to the approval of claims for $250,379.10. This includes claims for $67,068.83, fire pension claims for $1,382.97, TIF East End claims for $4,312.50, TIF Gateway claims for $3,862.50, Resolution 2021-153, $49,900. Resolution 2022-142 for $10,000. Ordinance 2020-16, $212.50. Ordinance 2022-53 for $15,000. Grant claims for $75,200. And the closeout of Fund 801 BEP, $23,439.80. To approve the claims as presented.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right, public comment. Anyone in the audience who would like to make a comment, please come to the mic, state your name and address for us. All right, seeing none, no old business, on to new business. Contracts and agreements, Great America Financial Services. Dwayne?
Yeah, this is the lease agreement for our copier that we got last month. And it's actually a reduction in cost for us for about $20. So this will be good for the next year.
Any reduction is good reduction, right? All right, I'll make a motion to approve the contract and agreement for Great America Financial Services.
All right, I'll second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
All right, contract for Director of Communications, Daryl Perry. On to the next year, Daryl. You're on to the fourth year. I'll make a motion to approve the contract for Director of Communications.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes. All right, and contracts and agreements for Context Design. Jan?
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is the contract for our master plan for the 2023 year. It will get started right away in January, and actually, they've already been here working, and so it's time to get ready to go for it. So
Excited?
I am excited. It's going to be an amazing opportunity, so.
Absolutely. All right, I'll make a motion to approve the Context Design Logan Sports 5-year Parks Master Plan update.
I will second.
Any further discussion? Call for question.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, you're still up here. You want to go? Parks and Recreation Monthly Reports, Park and Golf Mileage
I
Report.
didn't bring my papers up with me. Oh, well, I'm going to try to wing it.
Go for it.
The work at Riverside Park to take care of the drainage is almost done. We still have seeding to do in the spring, but the groundwork is actually ready to go. So that's like a big deal. So Dykeman got that done. Louthen's got the sidewalks completed at Fairview Crane Field. That was done through the ADA fund, but that's all done and looking great. I don't know if they've got the saw cuts done yet, but pretty much they were done with that. So they had to wait for a while for concrete. It was a real problem. We just finished planting 135 trees at Dykeman Municipal Golf Course, thanks to a donation by a local citizen. And so we're really excited about that. There's a first step in a long series of steps that we're working towards improving the golf course. So the trees was something that we've lost a lot of over the last 10 years. And so this is going to be a big shot in the arm for the trees in the park. So it was awesome. So then they're not cheap trees. They were good 2-inch caliper trees, and some were pine, some were deciduous, lots of hardwoods. Everything was great. So let's see, what else is, Breakfast with Santa was well received again. I think we had probably, in the 2 sessions we did, we probably had, probably 200 some odd people there at the event. So Santa Claus definitely made a presentation, and McDonald's took care of our food, and United Way gave away books to all the kids, and so we had a really great event. So could have been some snow then, but that's okay. And Christmas in the Park, of course, is our biggest event that we're doing right now. As of this last Sunday, we had almost 3,000 cars that's gone through it. And so people are really enjoying it. I know we're not looking forward to the snow, but it sure will make that park look beautiful when it gets done. And we're getting ready to start sledding, of course, this weekend too. So we'll be putting rules and reminders of how to safely sled and things like that out here shortly. So that's what I can remember.
There you go. Hey, you did good. You did good. I'll make a motion to approve the Parks and Recreation's monthly reports.
Second.
Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan. Electrical license for Brian Kaufman doing business as Herman and Goetz. Make sure, got everything here. See the certificate of liability insurance, so that's always a positive. Yep. I'll make a motion to approve the electrical license for Brian Kaufman doing business as Herman and Goetz.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes. All right, Fire Department, Chief Bear, an amended SOP for the fire inspector's job description.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I've got an amended SOP for the fire inspector. I'm moving him to 8-hour days starting January 1st. So I've attached the job description. What I've done, I sent it off to Mr. Lehman too. What I've done is he shall work 40-hour work week, maintain the ability to respond to emergency incidents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Shift overtime coverage won't be made available to him until all others have had the opportunity to work it. And then I did change his continued ed hours from 24 to 12 per year. This will take place January 1st. I've spoke with him about it. He's in favor of it. The issue we're running into is just with all the new things going on and trying to do the previous inspections. I have one inspector, and he's getting called in daily on his days off. So this is a way to hopefully rectify that.
Sure. All right. I'll make a motion to approve the amended SOP for the fire inspector's job description.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Police Department request to hire Bryce Hall. Good morning.
I'm going, if it's all right with you guys, I have 3 things on the agenda. First of all, I'd like to recognize a few of the officers. They're sitting in the crowd today. Sergeant Dan Fry, we do awards usually once or twice a year, and I just wanted to recognize a few of our officers that worked very hard to help make several arrests on a battery with a deadly weapon that happened right before, around the beginning of November, so right before Veterans Day, I believe it was. The warrants basically were issued on level 3 felony charges of armed robbery. It also led officers to other counties in the state of Indiana due to the suspects fleeing the Logansport area. Both officers from Patrol and Criminal Investigations Division put in endless hours, which include time away from their families, achieve a common goal of protecting and keeping the citizens of Logansport and Cass County safe. Sergeant Dan Fry put several officers in for a Chiefs Award. So if they're in the audience, please stand up. Clayton Fry, Flod Dillon, Jason Rosie, Chris Rosie, Tyler Miller, Cody Scott, Andrew Haney, and John Flory, and Sergeant Dan Fry as well led that shift in the investigation side of things. So, gentlemen, I appreciate your hard work. We also had an officer put in for Officer of the Year. Branson's not here. He works midnight shift, but it's attached here. I'm not going to read it because it's very long of everything that Branson's accomplished in a short time here. But Sergeant Brett Funk recommended Officer Branson Niebuhr for Logansport Police Officer of the Year of 2022. He's assigned to night shift patrols, taking other responsibilities as a department trainer, firearms instructor, member of the SWAT team, and he's the president currently of the FOP. He's done a lot of good things for the department. One of the incidents that was highlighted was where they went to an infant choking at a restaurant. On scene without hesitation, Officer Eber began life-saving procedures on the choking infant. Due to Officer Eber's quick thinking and reaction, it's his belief that he saved the child from choking. So I appreciate Branson's hard work and just wanted to recognize those officers in their everyday duties. So,
Very good. Thank you.
That's awesome.
have a seat. This is a request for employment. Bryce actually worked for our department for about 8 years. I stepped away from law enforcement for a short time and decided to come back home. So it was a pretty easy decision to hire somebody with the experience he has and the things that he did for the Logansport Police Department prior to his departure. He currently resides in the city of Logansport still, and he's passed all the requirements for Logansport Police Department. He's been accepted as a member of the 1997 Police and Fire Fund with the Indiana Perf Retirement System. So I'd just like you guys to accept the letter of request to hire Bryce back as a police officer with our department.
Very good. Bryce, anything you'd like to add?
I just appreciate the opportunity, and I'm glad to be back. I look forward to working in the city of Logansport again.
Very good. Very good. All right, I'll make a motion to accept the request to hire Bryce Hall effective December 21st, 2022.
Second.
Any further discussion? Call for question?
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Welcome back, Bryce.
Thank you.
We'll do the swearing in after.
Yes, sir.
Order works?
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. All right, Street Department dumpster request. Tony. 1502 Spear Street.
Yeah, there's no place on their property to put this. They've had a few of them there, so I don't have any issues with that.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the dumpster request for 1502 Spear Street.
Second.
Call for question.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Chris Martin,
Yes. Application for curb street cut, NIPSCO 1725 Smead Street.
Yeah, this is to retire gas service, and it's in the right of way, so no asphalt will be disturbed.
All right. I'll make a motion to approve the application for curb street cut at 1725 Smead Street.
I'll second.
Call for question.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
And request for sign handicap parking at 1321 Liberty Street.
Yeah, I stopped and talked to them, and it's probably like majority of these, it's more of a neighbor dispute. Neighbors won't not park in front of her house, so. And I don't know, after we gave one of these away, how we can tell anyone else no.
I'll make a motion to approve the request for handicap parking at 1321 Liberty Street.
Second.
Call for question.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
Thank you, Tony.
I mean, does the signage just indicate that you have to have a handicap?
Right, it's not
Yeah.
her personal handicap spot, it's a
Exactly.
handicap spot. Anyone with a handicap plate can park there. Yeah.
For sure. All right, code enforcement weekly report. Randy? Good morning.
We'll make this quick. All right, we sent out 34 new trash violations last week. I got 34 that were cleared from the week before. We sent out 22 more trash container warnings. Tagged 6 more vehicles last week, and we've had no more notices to appear or properties bringing in.
That's amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
This is like what, our third week?
Third week, fingers crossed it stays on this track.
Cow. It's got to be a record. All right, I'll make a motion to approve the code enforcement's weekly report.
I'll second.
All right, call for question.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant,
Yes.
All right, thank you, Randy. That is awesome. It's really good news. Board member comment?
Yeah, I just want to say the Cass County Domestic Violence Task Force, along with the Logansport Police Department, had a very successful my first self-defense class. We had 24 ladies show up, but 21 participated, and a lot of interest in doing it again. So I'm very thankful. Thank you again.
Very good, congratulations. Thanks again, Bryce, for wanting to come back. So appreciate that. And Randy, woo, keep knocking on wood, man. We're gonna keep.
No, you jinxed it.
I know. But you know what? We don't have any more Board of Works the rest of the year. So there won't be any more notices to appear the rest of the year. So we're good for the rest of the year. All right, miscellaneous business and any matters not already considered, including ADA Section 504 compliance or concerns. All right, seeing none, I'll make a motion to adjourn at 9:48 a.m. Call for question.
Chris Martin,
Yes.
Adrian Grant.
Yes.
We are adjourned. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For those that want to see Bryce sworn in, stay back.
I want to make sure.
Thank you, Mindy.